together, all the friends got together, because you knew a lot of people, and then friends got together. And then I wasn't really sure what we are waiting. And then sort of like, oh, that's a toilet. And then what are we doing for the toilet? So I had no clue. And then we went to toilet. And then I don't know, everybody's so happy and then putting out stuff. And then for the first time, I did that drug. Once I got a habit of appreciating life, it's such a gratitude. So the gratitude came to me. Suddenly I started to enjoy everything.
Okay, konnichiwa, Oto-san.
Konnichiwa. In first time is konbanwa.
Konbanwa. And what about for midday you say konnichiwa?
Konnichiwa. Your time is konnichiwa. My time is konbanwa.
Okay, konbanwa. Let's begin by putting hands together. So rub your hands together.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah. And let's say the mantra, the 5 principles of Reiki together. So you can repeat after me. Kyo dake wa
今日だけは
okoru na,
怒るな。
shinpai su na,
心配するな。
kansha shite,
感謝して。
kyo hageme,
今日は励め。
hito ni shinsetsu ni.
人に親切に。
Okay, inhale. And exhale. Arigato.
ありがとう。
Did I
Thank
say it
you.
correct?
Yeah. It's just a bit. 人に親切に doesn't go 人に like that. Just very flat.
Okay.
人に親
Oni shinsetsu ni. I always want to speak when I speak Japanese like a warrior.
No, but you do really well. Yeah,
Thank
pretty
you.
good. Very,
Okay, so you are my father, and actually, many people in Berlin know you because you made, may I say, an iconic appearance 2 years ago. You visited Berlin, and you went to your first nightclub.
yeah,
Which was that nightclub?
Berghain.
Berghain, ara. And who did you meet at the door?
What's his name? Spencer?
Sven.
Spence.
And what did you say to him?
I said, I saw you I saw you when I Googled your face. He was trying to not smile, but I think he was a bit giggling.
Was very funny. Okay, so before we go to your trip to Germany, let's start from beginning. Where are you born?
I was born in Nagoya, in Japan.
What year?
1962.
So old.
Oh,
1962.
place my 60th birthday.
Yes. And 1962 Japan. What was Japan like in 1962? That's not so long after war, correct?
Yeah, correct. And then I think that Japan was really everybody like got together after war, and then they tried to improve the technology and all that. Everybody was tried to be creative, try to do best. So it's a lot of pressure for men to work hard.
So
from the young.
Productivity, focus on work.
Yeah, focus on work. So it's like we learn. I forgot what say properly, but from the young, 6 years old, once you go to primary school, 3 things: work hard, study hard, pay tax.
Pay tax. So that was your mantra every day.
Yeah.
You have to say this every day.
Well, not every day, but it was like a big 3 thing.
That's the focus of the education system.
Yes, it's for the country, you know. We come from kamikaze when we had a war, you know, when we found we are losing the battle, and then government decided to send a letter the family where the family has a young man. So once you got the envelope, that means you have to go to kamikaze. And then, you know,
You
obviously,
explain kamikaze?
kamikaze is flying like a bomb.
Sugoi.
Yeah.
So in Japan, tell me about your mum and your dad. Tell me a bit about your mum and your dad.
You know, my mom, the father was a bit, but it's kind of bit. My mom had to marry him. Was bit of pressure because my mom's parents, father had Japanese sandal business, but failed, and then he had to earn extra money, and then he so then they had a spare room, and so they lent a room to just happened to be my father.
Okay.
My father was 37 at the time, and then my mom was 17 or 18.
Ara?
And then, and then they were so close to each other. You know, Japan doesn't have the proper wall. It's very thin.
Okay, so
But
you're living in very small space together.
yeah, so well, they never really told us, but my guess is like for my mom, maybe not wasn't much choice.
Okay. Yes, and actually that's what well, we go into this later, but recently when I went to Reiki, energy healing, my
Mm.
teacher and Reiki master told me that a lot of pain in my body is from my ancestors. She literally said this, feeling like they didn't have a choice. And I hold
Yeah,
that pain in this right side where they sit on my shoulders.
my mom is like you know like a really like a considered to be like even from my mom's brother. Um, my brother thinks you know my mom was like an angel. She
Mm,
accepts everything,
okay. Master
but then,
master of life.
doesn't complain much.
Mm. That's
So
very
so she
Japanese though, right? It's quite
well,
Japanese quality
at
not to
that
complain.
time, maybe not now, but at that time, yes, there are a few like that. And
And what
then
about grandpa? Grandpa went to war.
I guess so, yeah, but at that time, not many people talk about war. So
Mm.
I didn't get much information, even my father too. My father thinks, well, my father, what he said is he went to Taiwan, and then when he found they lost, he had harakiri. So he got cut on his stomach.
Yeah, so the harikiri is the hari chakra is located in between the sacral chakra at the
So
genitals and the
hara is
solar
yes,
plexus.
yeah.
Yes, so this chakra here is actually very important.
Mm,
This energy center in between the solar plexus and the genitals, this is really where we store all of the life force.
mm,
This is like the center of the sun of the body. And so
mm.
in Japanese tradition, after lost the war, is it done to kill yourself or is that the purpose or
He, he did himself. That's what he said.
okay, so but obviously he didn't die.
No, no. But I'm not 100% sure because later we found so many lies from him.
Hmm. Tell
So,
some lies.
well, for example, he used to tell us the land near us because we are living in the quite poverty. But he used to say, "Oh, don't worry, we got land." But then
You got what? Sorry?
one land,
Lun?
he owned a land
Land.
pro
Okay. Yes.
land. Yeah. And then he used to tell us. But then out of the blue, when I was about 8, someone was building the house. And then also that was our land. How come someone building that? And then we found that was wrong. But we didn't really question him because we just saw, oh, okay, another land. Okay.
But could he have sold the land?
No, but because he saw land, we would have big money. But, we didn't. We are still in quite poverty, so I don't think so.
And what about alcohol? He drink a lot?
Well, when he's going really well, he's okay. He's a happy person. But like there's a time he lost the job, and then yeah, he just didn't do anything. He just kept drinking, and then he used us to buy. I had to collect the empty bottle, and then
Mhm.
get money, and then added on to more beers and all that.
Mm. Oh, just for people at home, I changed this and I show that this is my grandma and grandpa.
Yeah. So that was my dad is 38. That's 38, and my mom is 19.
They're both so beautiful, and actually, he's quite handsome. Now, in
He,
this picture, he would have been about 40 or older.
he's 38. That was
But
38.
yeah, quite handsome. Looks a bit
Yeah,
like
he
my
was
sister.
yeah. Just like you.
Yes, just like me. Well, so you have your impression of him before, well, let's say at least 1 or 2 years ago, you must have lots of anger towards him or
Um,
bad feeling towards him. Now I know you've done some inner work, but before,
no, no, but I don't think I had a much because when he came to Perth,
mm,
when
mm,
I was with your mom,
mm-hmm,
he actually said really nice thing to me because we at that time we were owning a house,
mm-hmm.
and living in another country. He just said to me, "Oh, I'm so envious. You're so successful."
Oh, so nice.
So I, by that time I wasn't really worried because for me I felt like I'm successful too at that time.
Mm,
When I was like a JTB and I got good job, becoming manager. Um, um, I did a lot of house painting, that sort of thing, which never I thought I would do it when
okay.
I was living. For at that time, for Japanese to buy a house was like impossible.
Wow. Okay, so that was a very big moment in your life. You moved to Australia, which is very, very brave for a Japanese person. In Japan, very rare to leave Japan.
At that time, yes, especially. But to be honest, going out with Caucasian was a big thing too.
Yes, so you had Caucasian wife, you moved to Australia, had big successful job, had 2 children, and then parents came over and visit you.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so very happy. But
very.
then I remember in when I was 10, you left the home. Okay, why?
Yeah, before that, I had when I was 40, I think you'd be about 7 or 8. Um, so my mom took her life, and then I didn't know what to do, so I didn't really. I tried to not think about it much, and then I tried to work hard so that I don't really need to face it. But I got a depression for the first time. I wasn't able to sleep. But around that time, I was really into Wayne Dyer or Stuart Wilde, those spiritual books.
Stuart Wilde. So he's a spiritual. So you were reading books by spiritual people.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was very into, but mainly positive, being positive.
Mhm.
But at that time, for me to be positive was so easy because lots of things went the way I wanted. Well, in fact, better than I wanted. So I become JTB manager, recognized
JTB is Japanese Travel Bureau, biggest travel
Japan,
company in
yeah,
Japan.
biggest Japanese company. And then Japanese economy was boom. So everybody started travel. So our job was to help people traveling to another country. And owning a house. And then I was very outgoing. Um, Within the JTB, I was considered to be speaks reasonably good English and all that. So,
And you
but
started
then
breakdancing.
breakdancing too. So that too
When
become
did you
very
start
hit.
that?
I think around 38 or 9. I saw in a city, and then I just felt this is it. That's what I want.
And I
I,
remember
I,
when I was 11, or you came to my school disco and you did many flips and head spins.
yeah,
And I think I
yeah.
was
At that
also a bit jealous because I think you were more popular than me in my school.
at
Just,
that time,
just one
I,
time.
yeah, at that time I was very started to do exercise. I could do backflip. So it's like as a manager starting the day, like I started off my backflip and then let's go like that or something like that. So I was like, I felt like I was doing like a hero, doing so well.
Okay,
To
so
me,
what happened? How did you start? What happened to cause your depression?
well, I think it's my mom's suicide. Plus, I think it's business become a bit harder.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
then mix of it.
And what
And
made
then
you decide to leave home?
then I think for the first time I experienced not able to move. Weekend I couldn't move.
Hmm. You were
So
exhausted.
I just couldn't move. It's just lots of things going on and I couldn't sleep. That was first time my experience. It just was really heavy.
Hmm.
And then same time after that, Japanese economy gone down. Plus internet internet was started 2000. Internet started, so people started traveling by themselves in
Hmm.
Japan. So
Hmm.
it's and then the Japanese economy go down. So the job also my dream job is collapsed.
Hmm. Okay.
So then so it's one thing to another. So I had to change. And then, I gone to the cleaning business. Then, but I wanted to get out. Then I got casino as a VIP host. That was like I went very hard because out of 80 people, only two are chosen. And I thought, wow, I'm special. And then like a new world. But again, that was a bit of pressure too because when I was working in the JTV, it was okay, because I didn't had to speak English well because mainly my boss is Japanese. The salesman I did with in Japan was Japanese.
Hmm.
And we are big customers. So all the supplier who deal with English, they beg to me. So they listen to me.
Hmm.
So I didn't have to worry about my English. But now working in the casino, started to worry English.
Hmm.
Um, I think it's in between time. A lot of things mentally gone wrong.
Hmm. Okay, so it's everything kind of going wrong, and
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah. And also, I'll be honest. Like, I don't know why. Since my mom passed away, like I was approached by a lady who I liked before. So then I had a fast affair. So that in my mind, I think I destroyed the relationship.
Okay, yeah. And what about, can I ask now, did you have what was your like idea of like love and commitment and also family? Did you find, was it difficult for you, or what do you think you just didn't have
No,
headspace?
no. But I think it's till that time I was really happy
Mm,
until my mom died. Was really happy. You know, I think although I was working long hours, but I think I was very good at playing with the kids.
mm.
I think I was pretty good. Like because I really enjoyed it actually. Like so, I myself enjoyed running around, chasing you guys, that sort of thing. I really enjoyed it. But I think it's when you guys becoming teen too. I didn't know how to deal with it too.
Okay, so we're growing up
Because,
and yeah.
because you know when you get teens, your English is much better than mine.
Mm.
So I can't talk about much depth.
Okay, so really language and not feeling not able to communicate and connect was
As well, it could be an excuse as well. And then I think after my mom's suicide and a lots of life was like, to me, my life was from 40 collapsing.
I wonder, so you and I, we really don't talk so much. Maybe we talk once or twice a year for
Yeah,
until I am until about I'm 26 or 27. Um,
yeah,
then we talk a bit more. Um, but the first time we spend time together again since I'm 10 is when you come to Berlin.
yeah. That was sensational, hey? Yeah, we
Okay.
didn't, we felt like a strong connection. Well, I thought.
Yes, definitely. I uh I uh I was happy that you came to Berlin because as my spiritual journey as spiritual journey opens, you start to basically realize one overlying principle, and that is everything is one, everything is connected. And so, yeah, if everything is connected like uh, a tree, then obviously your family, especially father, mom, brother, etc., partner, they all kind of on the same branch. So I started to realize how important it is to connect, um, and that that realization continues and grows and expands. And I realized that more and more in profound levels. Maybe we get into that more soon. What was your impression of actually, let's start. So you land in Berlin, and first thing that we did, I took you around city, and I remember you were so surprised of people smoking joints, weed in public.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And well, I don't. But I think from the beginning, once I met you, I felt freedom.
That's what you said. This is real freedom.
Yeah,
Why did
I
you
felt
feel that?
freedom.
Was it just a feeling or
Yeah, I had a strong feeling of freedom and then liberating. Wow, that's what I felt. Um, but I think before I went to Berlin, I was going through very, very tough time because
This is
I went to,
second very tough time in your life.
yeah, because I went to go through the second divorce. I was so scared to divorce because for the first divorce, I already knew how hard it is. Like I went back to mom, because so lonely and also financially really difficult
Mm,
because you lose a lot.
mm,
So I didn't want it. And a long time I didn't want it. But I had a strong, strong urge, which I couldn't stop myself. And lots of energy too, same time. So I was able to pursue divorce, but then although so they were against, but after because my divorce wasn't accepted, so I had to go to family court to serve divorce. But then 2 weeks later, I don't know who taught them to do it, but I was served family violence restraining order on 16th of July, Friday, say 2021. Basically, in one day, I lost my house, even though under my name, and
mm,
car.
mm,
So then I was thrown out to the world without house and car. So I had to find my accommodation.
mm,
And in the meantime, the divorce trial, I have to pay my rent plus my mortgage because under my name.
mm.
So
Okay,
that was
so
really
financially very difficult and was you had was very difficult and you had to face a lot of kind of
injustice.
anger,
Justice. Well,
injustice
also,
because you
but
obviously weren't violent. You were
no,
was
no. But and then also I found so many men were falsely served. It's just system. The some people use that system wrong way
yeah to so women
for
can
the
kind of
yeah
use their
advantage.
social
Yeah,
advantage. Okay, I understand.
yeah.
Um,
But because I had a strong desire, I was able to keep going till finish. So when I finished, I had a still money left, so I decided to go to Berlin. So that was like a my finito, yeah, like a height of the,
yes, like this
the
is done.
moon. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
and in Berlin, I remember. The next day you smoke first joint and
yeah.
watch everything everywhere all at once because I wanted you to kind of like um, you to experience the interdimensional nature of that movie. But I remember 10 minutes in, you so stoned, you were started talking to yourself. You start to say, Ara, where am I? Eh? And you start to become like a baby. You're kicking your feet against the floor and laughing, and then you fall asleep. And I thought it was very funny, very sweet. And then the next day, I took you to my workshop at Mahala. I did a
Yeah.
class, and I actually made that class in my mind for you because I thought
Mm,
it would be good for you to connect with parents. And what happened
mm.
in that class?
Yeah, so then when I did, was that Kundalini Yoga we did, eh?
Yes.
Yeah. And then, yeah, I felt like my parents are talking to me, all my ancestors are coming to me, they're like, oh, let's have a good time, or that sort of thing. Because I was already really free at that time. And then lots of new experience. It's like I felt like going back to when I was a little boy. So many experiences are new. So
Yes.
I was kind of really back to when I was young because by the time 60, you can imagine not many things are new. So it's a kind of dull, not you have fun, but in my mind, I've done this before.
Mm.
So
Okay. After after this class, you told me your ancestors came to you, and then I remember I grab you before it ends because I say that we need to go because I need to take you to Berghain. And just
yeah,
as we go to Berghain, a girl comes running out. You remember? And she
oh yeah,
stops us. And this
Yeah,
girl is very famous, amazing, incredible artist called Cara Toes. And
yeah,
everything was so in sync. She asked me, I've been following you for so long on Instagram. I love your work. Will you do performance with me about ancestors? And she is
yeah,
Chinese. Just as my Japanese dad comes visit me for first time, and I say, yes, but you must come to Berghain with us now. And so we
yeah,
go to Berghain together. Describe to me
yeah.
Berghain. How would you describe Berghain to someone?
Oh, the first time when I went to, um, well, just to get through was very exciting because I already knew to get into Berghain is not easy. Um, I think about few months ago, Elon Musk was rejected, was
Yes.
on news. So for me to get into this like kind of status, and then we got into, and then I was so surprised that the putting on see-through top,
Yes. So
and then
go on.
yeah, and then I don't know how, but we got together. All the friends got together because you knew a lot of people, and then friends got together. And then I wasn't really sure what we are waiting, and then sort of like, oh, that's a toilet. And then what are we doing for the toilet? So I had no clue. And then we went to toilet, and then I don't know, everybody's so happy, and then putting out stuff. And then for the first time, I did that drug.
Yes. I think I gave you a little bit of everything. I
Yeah.
was very strict because I I don't like cocaine because I think it brings you to a weird place. So I didn't touch any of that. Don't touch that, and I didn't let you touch that. But I think I gave you a bit of MDMA, a bit of ketamine, a bit of GHP, a bit of LSD, and I think I gave you a tiny, tiny bit of everything. How did it make you feel?
Well, I went to, but I mean, to be honest, I was already really happy. But yeah, like every music was hitting me, and felt so good. But not only that, I had a great surrounding, because everybody felt me doing drug together and all that. Like some of people are crying, me as a dad, like no hesitation of doing together. I felt a bit like a hero, like everybody came to me, bit of a hug, and it felt really nice.
Oh my God, it was such an incredible moment to witness. It felt like so many people got to live the dream of taking parent through you being there because not many children can take their parents to Berghain. One in a million. What was the dance floor like?
Oh, because I love dancing, as I said to you before, as you mentioned, I love doing breakdance. So, oh, I had a really good time. But I mean, I'll be honest, like, I think I was dancing too much. I think it's injured a bit of my ankle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's twisted.
I didn't know. What did you
Yeah, so,
think of
but,
the music?
oh, loved it, like techno music.
Very
It's
quick.
very quick, yeah. And then I think it was the drug, helping. Yeah, you can hit the music.
And what the music DJs that were playing were FJAAK. I hope that's how you say it. They're one of the best musicians in the world. So was really treat that they were closing the Berghain that day.
Yeah,
I think we stay about maybe we stay about 8 or 9 hours.
yeah, I think so.
And also, I remember sitting in the garden and you were holding one girl's hand.
Oh no, no, she hold me. She hold me, and then yeah, I kind of like fall in love with her because to be honest, she looked like when your mom was young, when she had a shoka. I don't know. I met your mom at the nightclub.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, in Japan.
Okay. Wow. So was incredible experience for you. And then also after that we went around Europe. We smoked a lot of weed and we didn't do
Yeah,
much. You were very
yeah.
lazy, like me. We are
I,
very
I
lazy
to
when we
be honest, we went to Amsterdam, but I didn't really impress myself because it's it's already in Germany. It's everything free. I didn't really think Amsterdam something that's so special.
no. And I remember Amsterdam only question was you were thinking whether you want to hire
But,
prostitute.
yeah, yeah, but
But you
yeah,
didn't do in the end.
yeah, because I was just happy doing, yeah, having smoke, just walking around. And then Paris was really nice. For my 60th birthday, you arranged a special place. At that time, I told you I can't remember that place called, but it's going through the dark.
Yeah.
And then I was getting your help. And it was a bit embarrassing, but I felt like, oh, I think Ben and I had a relationships previous life.
Yes, that was also a amazing moment because I've I've know that, and this is I feel so advanced and expanded to talk about this because like I know that from hypnotherapy that people do have different relationships with their soul family in different life. So you say one life maybe I'm your dad, your mom, and next life maybe I'm the child, and sorry, maybe you're the child and I'm the parent. But also can be the you partners, and that's also part of this kind of like expansion. This is a really big expansion for your soul to understand that because so taboo. So yeah, I love that intuition, and I also feel can be so. um I took you to also was in Berlin was the first time you saw me dress up in drag. Drag is when I
Yeah,
become
yeah,
woman. What did you
yeah.
think of that?
Oh, wow. Oh, that time I think I was more impressed with Tom. Tom's being so kind, patient, just concentrating in helping you. And all other drag queen. I was so, wow, he doesn't have to come out on the front, but he's very happy to help all others. I thought,
My
what kind,
partner of 9 years, and also
yeah,
my hair and makeup artist.
yeah. Also, they were in a group of performing, but I saw like two men who's dressed women. I thought, wow, they look like a real woman. Like, there is a two. I thought, wow, they could be women. But I was impressed.
And this horse meat disco was also so iconic for people to see you dancing on the stage. And you even did crowd surfing.
Yeah, I know. I had it. So I did bit of when we a bit battle dancing, and then bit of break dance, and then I got good crowd, and then yeah, I was given crowd something, and then
Wow.
I was already high when I was given. I felt like, did I go somewhere? Like, it was really, really good experience.
Sugoi.
Yeah.
Okay, so Berlin, so exciting experience for you. And it was so amazing because, I remember when I was 9 or something, and I remember driving in car with you to beach. And my cousin, 1 year older than me, she was maybe 11 and she just came out and said, I'm a lesbian. After that, she came out as I'm transgender. But I remember you driving in the car and you said to me, I hope you are not gay. And that always stuck with me. And I also remember even 2 or 3 years before you went to Japan, you invite me to come with you and Julian, my brother. You organized trip to Japan, and but you told me 1 week after you changed your mind and you think I shouldn't come because I have too many tattoos and I take drugs. So it was amazing for me to.
Oh, also, I think you wanted to come to Tom.
I want to also come with Tom, my partner, 9 years. But I think so. It was. I'm not judging. I understand completely. I'm
Oh,
understand everything. I. Huh?
you have to understand me. I had a partner too. So
Yes, I
they,
understand.
yeah.
But I only bring it up because it was so amazing experience for me to have you there and see that, and you see every, because I always thought one of the greatest things about my life was that after I moved to Berlin when I was 21, I just decided I will share everything so honestly with my mum and my dad. And so I shared with you all. I don't think drink alcohol anymore. There's something better, less bad for your body. And I share that I go party 20, 30 hours, and I share that I have sex with many people, etc., etc. So I was so happy you got to see for yourself the freedom and experience the freedom of Berlin. But then you had to go back to Australia, and that was difficult.
Yeah, but yeah. Also, I have to. I don't wanna not mention this. The Bali was wow.
Babali. Oh, yes. Can you explain Babali?
Bali is like we have an onsen, the spring hot bath. Um, all the all people are naked and then share the bath together. But in Berghain, the Bali was unisex. I mean, very popular for young people and everybody naked.
The
And
Bali is
I,
sauna in Berlin, biggest sauna, and in Germany, strong FKK culture, which is nakedness. It's compulsory
yeah,
to be naked in Berlin, in
yes, sir.
the Bali.
It's funny. I was very shy. Me being short and small and all that. But I just loved it. Well, I think it's helped with smoke as well. It made me relax to do it. But it just
Being
felt
naked.
like a yeah, being like a being you are little because when you're kindy, it's a lot. People are get naked and nothing. You think about it much. But once your sexual idea hit and you see like a sexually, but being so open, wow, well, I mean, obviously I get impressed to see the body, but you don't see sexual way. And then I felt like, oh, we are like a together feeling. So despite of me being a bit shy, but so I request you to go to twice.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
big opening experience for you. Um,
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to now we talk about Berlin, but I want to quickly talk about what's happened recently because this really touches on the topic I want to talk about, which is interdimensional ancestral healing. So November, I turned 30. This past November, November 9. And just before I turned 30, I see my healer because I have pain in my liver up until my shoulder. And this day was Day of the Dead. So I carrying around this picture and I bring it out for the healing. Also, I have my mum's grandparents too. So I have them with me. And I bring it out for the healing. And my teacher tells me a lot of pain coming from here, this side of family. And after I come back, I realized that I think I think my dad, you, is not doing good at the moment. And I call you just October, November. And I look at you and I realize that you're looking very old and very sad, like you want to die. What was happening?
So I came back from Berlin, and I was high, happy. It's very high. And then I was proud of becoming a vegan, in new things. And then lasted about months, maybe less than months, but started finding a bit difficult. Be vegan. I don't have friends to go out, go on vegan restaurant, that sort of thing. And also at the canteen, it was so limited, becoming a bit difficult. And then my best friend came to Perth, but he's not vegan at all. So I found it very difficult.
Well, it wasn't just
Um,
the food. It was also you had such excitement and then
yeah, so everything went high. So it was inevitable it's going down. So
mm,
it went down, and then I think my strong habit came back, which I dwell in the past.
dwelling in the past. Okay,
Yeah,
exactly. So you
yeah.
start thinking about your mum's suicide and your divorces.
And then why do I have to explain two divorce? I then lost everything. Also, this is another my bad habit. So often I compare my success to others.
Mm.
So I was so at the age of 60, I have no assets, not much saving. I feel like I'm a failure.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Be-
how did it change? What happened?
So
I
it's basically,
I go and do 10-day meditation retreat, 9
yeah.
from 7 November, and I know in my head while I do my inner work, so it will affect you and all of my ancestors. I know in my mind and in my heart, I will do work for all of us. I set
Mm.
you up with my healer, Aixa. I schedule appointment for you and then I go. I don't have phone for 10 days. What happened for you?
So at that time, I was still like not much energy. So when I have time off, really not much to do. All I do was meditation, but not energetic or not finding purpose to live. It's just meditating. Yeah. But then on and off, I found, yeah, I am negative. So I started listening to the positive podcast, next soul level, like a nearest people. And then I understood, the nearest people saying, no judgment, be happy, enjoy life like a game. But I don't have that feeling. My feeling was strongly unfailed. So it's like nothing to look for. Although logically I understand, but I don't have the feeling. So therefore I couldn't be. But then I had a lake session with a Aixa, right? And then I was thinking, like, because I'm listening all the podcast, positive thing, right? Started do writing positive thing. I thought she might say something nice, but instead she said, I'm sorry to tell you, you are so attached to past. You have to change your life. And I was shocked. And I felt like, my God, she's living in Berlin, Europe, so much distance. If she can see me like that, my God, I must be really, really attached to the past. So I feel like I must have so much energy to the past. So I was really felt, my God, I have to change. I had to change. I was really strongly, well, if she could see me from the distance, I'm attached to the past. I was, wow, I need to change. So on that night, I booked skydiving, horse riding, which I never done.
The horse
And
riding.
then, yeah, horse
Oh,
riding
sorry,
and
you've
also,
never done that before. So you tried something new.
well, because what she said is that you can't just change your altitude. You have to forcefully change your habit so that you can get through change might happen. So I didn't wait. So on that night, I just booked skydiving and horse riding. So I was so keen to change.
Sugoi.
And then next day, I decided going left, the walking, instead of going right and left, I even changed the schedule. Like instead of doing the yoga first, I went to walk first, and then come back to do the yoga or that sort of thing. So I changed the bits and bits, small thing. Not restricted. I didn't change that at all. And then with you, I already booked the meditation, 10 days.
So you're going to go do Vipassana
Yeah.
then?
3rd of January to 14th of January. So very soon.
And what other plans you have now? Since
So it's a
yearly.
so then it's once I've done it, it's suddenly I got feeling of appreciation. It's gratitude came. Suddenly, I was really feeling. So I didn't explain to this. So in May this year, my friend bought same penthouse where I used to live, where I was kicked out. And then I had to sell it in the end after we finished the divorce trial. And then I got nothing. But he bought it penthouse next door. And then, yeah, he kindly offered me to live together from May. And then until May to had a lake session, I wasn't happy, even though I was living in a penthouse. But then suddenly, the gratitude came like, wow, I'm living here without mortgage. Oh, wow, I'm living here without me begging, wife, can I do this? I can just do what I want. So suddenly I decided, oh, I got enough saving. Oh, yes, I'm going to go Japan and Berlin. Uh, Everything changed. And every morning I started to say, wow, I'm so lucky.
So next year you come Berlin again and
Yes,
Japan. And
yeah.
you gonna any plan for you
Also,
said to me you want to
also,
do teacher training.
yes, I've been thinking with, so ever since I changed, I also learned a lot of my negative idea, which I told you I dwell in the past. And then plus I compare success to others. And also I had an idea of I never be teacher because I never came the background from teaching. So I used to envy you guys because you become teacher. For you guys, it seems to be not awkward, but for me, awkward. So that too, I wanted to change. So I started thinking about, yeah, fuck yeah, I think I can teach Kundalini Yoga too. So
Sugoi.
I decided I decided to look for Kundalini Yoga teachers class. And then there's about eight teachers listed. And then basically I choose by picture of the face. So then I liked one of a lady called Jai. And then I was able to contact her. And then so I wanted to ask her about the training course. And then the reason I become interested in Kundalini Yoga when I went to Germany, because of my son teach Kundalini Yoga, and I really enjoyed it. But I didn't do much anything because I was depressed. But now, I want to challenge a lot of new things. So I was wondering, becoming teacher, And then she told me, my God, what a coincidence. I was living in Berlin for 8 years. All my kids are born in Berlin. And then like something like that often started to happen. It just connect.
Synchronicity
Yeah,
in flow.
yeah. So that was happening, and then suddenly, recently, I won Lotto $1,000.
Amazing. This is
Yeah,
what happens when you are in the flow, and you decide you want to serve others, universe
no,
just
I,
feeds
I
you.
didn't. I didn't need to serve others. Once I got a habit of appreciating life, it's
Mm.
such a gratitude. So the gratitude came to me. Suddenly I started to enjoy everything. See, the focus was before, oh, I lost everything at the age of 60. I don't have assets. But now my focus is, wow, I'm living in a penthouse, same place, without mortgage. It's not mine, but hey, I'm living.
So the
And
key is gratitude.
gratitude. And I really think gratitude is the only attitude you should live by.
Amazing. That's such
Yeah.
good advice. So this is your advice. If you had to give one piece of advice to people who are in their 60s, they've had children, they're feeling depressed, they don't know what to do, what's your advice?
Because a lot of people think so when you get 60, nothing new comes. But if you think about it, there are so many things you haven't done because of your belief. Say like me, if you believed you never be teacher, well, there is a chance to become teacher. Say if you believed I won't be artist because not my background. I won't be businessman. But if you believe it, it's innate. It's lucky you believe it because if you disbelieve now, if you release those negative beliefs, you can live a new life. So it's
Super.
now. So now I'm thinking about, yes, I can be like myself, freelance.
Yes, so you can be self-employed. I
Yeah,
want,
I can. So more you have a disbelief at the age of 60, you can have a very exciting life because once you disbelieve, new life starts. So exciting because now I'm excited
every
because
day
I don't.
you're so excited. You look so much younger than 3 months ago. Everything has shifted for you.
Yeah, I know. So now I go for a walk. I hug tree. I kiss them. And then when I kiss the tree, I feel like, oh, this is better than sex.
So you feel also you don't need uh, to worry about not having partner because you have enough gratitude and self-love and appreciation. You don't
So
even
much,
you don't live
so
in
much
past or
so.
future, you're in
But,
present.
but because I'm so happy, if I go party or meeting, well, I don't know. I don't want to be like um, arrogant, but I feel like people attract me because I'm so happy. And I think people can tell I'm looking for the life.
Amazing. So nice words. Okay, two more very quick questions and then we run out of time. First question is in Japanese, you know what a mantra is? A mantra is like a sentence or a sound which reconditions your mind. So maybe it's be grateful or like the one we did at the start, Kyo dake wa okoru na. What is your mantra that you could give? Please give in Japanese.
Well, the one in English I wanted to say, gratitude is the only attitude you should buy. But also I really like Japanese one. Nanakorobi yaoki, which is you fall off 7 times, but you got up 8 times. So, but 8 times represent infinity. So in life, you have so many unexpected fall curves, but you wake up, you get up infinity 8 times. So if you keep doing that, I think it's eventually you reach to the it's like a gratitude, because it's only the place you can be happy. You realize, maybe 5 or 6 times still you're looking for the success outside. But if you fall off 7 times, eventually there's nothing else to look. It's you only have to look your inside.
Right.
Nowhere else to look into anymore. So eventually you have to really look into your inside, and then you have to find your a lot of disbelief. Recently I was laughing about myself. Well, basically all you need to is go back to when you are born, where you didn't have any negativity beliefs.
Hey, the child self.
Yeah.
Inner child. And it's always with you, isn't it? It never goes. You
Never
just
goes out,
forget.
but were hidden by your idea of I think your strong ego. Oh, I have to chase success to outside. I have to find partner. She will give me love. But it's all in. The
Amazing.
love is coming from you.
Okay, and last question. What do you want to do next time you come to Berlin?
Naked tea party? No kidding.
Will you come to Naked Tea Party if they have one?
Yeah, well, I think that will take me off my inhibition, being Asian small short boy going into the Caucasian naked body, so that sort of thing. But I think it's only me caring, but no one else caring.
Amazing. And you want to come to First Pyramid Party?
Yeah, definitely that one. Say you established, and I really wanna see. I'm now thinking, if I become Kundalini Yoga teacher, that sort of thing, or would I able to do that in Perth or in
Yeah.
Japan?
You can do it. Everything is
Or,
possible.
or,
Would be
or
cool to
do
bring
together.
father-son pyramid party to Japan.
Yeah, something like that too. It's possible. You
Okay.
never know.
So wonderful. Thank you so much. Let's close, rub hands together.
Yep.
We're gonna do for inner child some laughter. Are you ready?
Mhm.
They laugh too. Arigato, Tosan. Thank you, Dad. Thank you for your honesty, openness. You are inspiration for so many people.
Also, thank you very much. Basically, I found, when you are born, so I had to help you. But now I found you and Julian, helping me a lot, teaching
Yeah.
me a lot. I'm learning from you guys a lot.
And that's infinity.
Mm.
Cycle. That's the 8.
So I feel really lucky, you know, very blessed, very, very lucky to have such a wonderful kids. I can't ask more.
Me too.
Mm.
I cannot
Mm.
ask more. Arigato.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Sayonara.
さよなら。